Hello and welcome to SGPN's The Daily Dog. I'm your host, Britton Hess. I'm here with my favorite Underdog fantasy pick and plays for Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, it's Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. Am I the only one who gets confused by that when like the first day of the month is a Tuesday and not a Monday, and then your days all get mixed up? It's like, oh, it's the second day of the month, third day of the week, or of the work week, I should say. But yeah, sorry for the digression. I just it gets tied up with that sometimes. All right, so if you're new to Underdog Fantasy, sign up with promo code DAILYDOG, DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com or on the Underdog Fantasy app. Get a 50% deposit match bonus worth up to $1,000 if you deposit $2,000. Literally the best promo out there. It's tied for first with all the other SGPN network, Sports Gambling Podcast Network promo codes, and maybe a couple of other podcasts. But there's a lot of sites, a lot of daily fantasy sites, a lot of podcasts that have worse promo codes than mine. So if you're going to sign up for Underdog, use promo code DailyDog because you're not going to be doing any better anywhere else. All right, we got a lot going on today. MLB, NBA, NHL, college hoops, tennis. We got the lotto entry. We got our Dong Squad. We hit the Dong Squad 2 out of 3 yesterday. Nice little +6. Let's just say like 6-1 return on there. A little round. Beautiful stuff yesterday in the Dong Squad land. Sign up with promo code DailyDog to double down on those wins. But yeah, let's keep on going. We also had a tennis entry. We had an NHL entry, so it was a very nice day yesterday. Let's keep it up this week. MLB entry number 1. We'll go Jameson, Taillon, higher than 2.5 earned runs allowed against the Athletics. I think the Athletics are going to be able to score against the Cubs here. They've been able to score 3+ runs in their last 2 games against them. I think Taillon is a little bit over the hill. Not exactly a scary pitcher to face for the batters on this Athletics team. So I'm going to take Taillon higher than 2.5 earned runs allowed. This one's about 3:30 Eastern, so move quick. Then I'm going to take Tyler O'Neill of the Orioles. Hard to say that, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against his old squad, the Red Sox. Let's go O'Neill revenge spot. 3.3x multiplier there. Love it. MLB entry number 2. Let's go with Juan. Soto, higher than 0.5 hits. He made a lot of contact yesterday. Did not get any balls in play. Got caught. His balls got caught 3 out of his 4 at-bats, and he got walked once. Give me Juan Soto higher than 0.5 hits here. Pairing that with Rafael Devers, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Slow start to the year, but he's got a lot of experience event against Zach Eflin. I think there's a good shot Rafael Devers gets back to being a productive offensive player for this Red Sox team here. This one is a little bit more conservative. The other one was a little bit aggressive. You know, the Taillon higher than 2.5 earned runs allowed. Tyler O'Neill higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs is 3.3x. This one with Juan Soto just to have a hit, and Rafael Devers to have higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs is a 2.25x. In sports betting world, that's plus 125. Again, I don't think we always need to swing for the fences. We do those with the Dong Squad. So 2.25x with that one, a little bit more conservative. NBA entry number 1. My goodness, we saw some elite performances in the NBA yesterday. 37 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo, 39 for Devin Booker, 52 for Steph Curry, 61 for Nikola Jokic in double overtime. Kind of insane. Let's hope we harness some of that energy with our NBA hires today. I'm going to take Evan Mobley higher than 17.5 points as the Knicks travel to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think that Evan Mobley is going to get into the 20s here. I don't know what Cat's situation is. Obviously, he didn't play yesterday, so he should be in here now. But again, I think Mobley's scoring has been up. He's averaging 18.6 points per game. Let's get 18 or more here against the Knickerbockers of New York. Then we're going to take Tyrese Haliburton higher than 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think that he's going to be able to get 20+, 10+, and 20+ points, 10+ assists, and like 4 or 5 rebounds, and we're going to laugh over this 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Tyrese Haliburton as they take on the lowly Charlotte Hornets. All right. And also I think there's a good chance that game has a lot more points than you might be expecting. I think that it's going to be open gym pretty early in that one. It's going to be a lot I really see like 125 to 100 or something like that. I mean, maybe even more like 130 to 110. All right, let's go on this slip. That's a 3x entry with Evan Mobley higher than 17.5 points and Tyrese Haliburton higher than 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. NBA entry number 2, Domantas Sabonis higher than 19.5 points. Wizards don't got anybody to stop Sabonis. Sabonis is going to have 20+ points in this game. I'm very confident in that. Why even stop at 20? He'll go to 30. Who cares? Sabonis just crushed this number for us. And then Anthony Davis, this one again, a little more conservative, higher than 0.5 3-pointers made. His total points in this is like 22.5. I have a hard time imagining imagining him getting to 23 points, 22 points, something like that, without hitting at least one 3-pointer here. I do like Anthony Davis to get going from distance here. So Domantas Sabonis higher than 19.5 points. Anthony Davis higher than 0.5 3-pointers made is a wonderful 2.52x plus 152 in sports betting terms. NHL hit one yesterday in the NHL. Let's hit an NHL one again. And by the way, both my NBA entries got canceled yesterday, so we got a little money back there, which is pretty nice. I thought we were going to win, but hey, at least they they gave us our money back. All right, let's go to NHL today. Nathan MacKinnon higher than 1.5 points against the Blackhawks. I think that he's going to get 2 helpers, at least in this, probably, or a goal and assist. I mean, I just think the Blackhawks are out on this year. Nathan MacKinnon, obviously a point machine. Give me higher than 1.5 points there. And then give me Quinn Hughes of the Vancouver Canucks, higher than 0.5 assists as they host the Seattle Kraken. Quinn Hughes, obviously great assist-getting defenseman, 2.64x multiplier there. NHL entry number 2, Brad Marchand against the team that he's familiar with, the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's now a Florida Panther. Time to keep on making a good impression on your new teammates. Get a point here, get a goal or an assist for Brad Marchand. And then JT Miller higher than 0.5 points. Points are hard to come by against the Wild, but this is basically a must-win game for the Rangers. JT Miller finds himself in the mix offensively every single game for the Rangers. They're going to get at least a couple goals here. And I think that JT Miller is going to be a part of at least one of them. 2.74x multiplier with Brad Marchand higher than 0.5 points. JT Miller higher than 0.5 points. One college hoops entry. Tyson Degenhart higher than 31.5, 70, or higher than 31.70. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Tyson Degenhart higher than 31.75 fantasy points for Boise as they take on Butler. I think he is going to have a good time scoring 20-ish points, double-digit-ish boards, get some other stats in there. Let's go Tyson Degenhart higher than 31.75 fantasy points. Bryce Williams of Nebraska higher than 22.5 points. This guy was on fire last game. I don't think he's going to slow down here against G-Town, Georgetown. Give me Bryce Williams of the Huskers higher than 22.5 points with Tyson Degenhart higher than 31.75 fantasy points, 3x multiplier. Tennis entry number 1, Qinwen Zhang, lower than 0.5 cents against Marie Sakkari. Sakkari, I'm not going to fall for her trick. She looked okay against bad opponents lately. She's going to get crushed by Qinwen Zhang. I do have confidence in that. And then I'm going to go with Tommy Paul, lower than 0.5 sets, lost against Christian Garin. Garin, good player. But on U.S. soil, I think Tommy Paul is going to run through Garin. I think Garin still has had so many health and fitness concerns. It's hard to get too confident in his ability to be competitive with top 20 players like Tommy Paul. Tennis entry number 2, Elise Mertens higher than 20.5 games played. Again, Mertens is a girl that can drag matches out for sure. She's going to Barbara Gracheva. Gracheva, not necessarily the most powerful player, but on clay, I think that they're going to be able to exchange some breaks and get deep into this match. And then also, I'm going to take Leola Jinjin, lower than 20 games played against an opponent whose name is very, very hard to say. Jen Sasevich, a fellow French woman. These women have played before. Both matches have been straight set victories. I think that somebody's going to get their, going to be able to enforce their game, which is probably going to be Leila Jinjin. So I think lower than 20 games played here, this thing should be over pretty quick. Probably Jinjin, but it could go either way. That is a 3x multiplier. All right, lotto entry number 1. This is where the fun begins. We're going to take Jameson, Taillon, plus a Jeffrey Springs, higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed in that Cubs against Athletics game. Then we're going to take Jamal Murray, alternate over points, higher than 26.5 points for the Nuggets. He didn't play last night. There was lots of scoring for his man Joker. It's time for him to pick up the scoring for the team here. Let's go, Mr. Jamal Murray, higher than 26.5 points. Then we go Jared McCann of the Kraken, higher than 0.5 assists. I don't necessarily think they're going to win this game, but McCann has been good on points, good on assists lately. Give me higher than 0.5 assists. And then Juan Gary, higher than 5.5 rebounds for Nebraska in a game that's going to have a lot of shots thrown up. 19.53x, or if you flex it, 11.72x if it goes 4 for 4, and 2.93x if it goes 3 out of 4. Kind of a low flex multiplier, but again, I think we got a really good shot at hitting all 4 of these. Dong Squad. We hit the Dong Squad yesterday. Corey Seager, some pretty hapless at bats. That was kind of disappointing because that was the earliest game. But we got there with Eugenio Suarez hits a grand slam in the Bronx. Who needs? Everyone's obsessed with the Yankees torpedo bats. How about my man Eugenio Suarez, who's been on the Dong Squad twice already this year and delivered on the Dong Squad twice this year. And then today, though, and then I know I got Brent Rooker. I knew Rooker was going to love that matchup against Justin Steele. He gets a home run in the first inning. Beautiful stuff there. So let's go. Let's go Athletics. And today's Dong squad is going to start off with Lawrence Butler, leadoff man, higher than 0.5 home runs for the Athletics. I think he's going to enjoy this matchup against Jameson Taillon. Then Nick Castellanos, who's hit 3 home runs off of Kyle Freeland in the past. We're going to take higher than 0.5 home runs for Nick Castellanos. Here, we got a little bit of wind blowing out to left field in Phillies Park is what I'm expecting today. And then obviously Shohei Ohtani, higher than 0.5 home runs against Bryce Elder. Shohei, always a threat, obvious. I mean, what goes without saying. This is a really good multiplier. If it goes 3 for 3, 100.29x, 101. If you flex it, which I recommend flexing these, 50.14x, or if it goes 2 out of 3, around 9.77x multiplier. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for listening. Get ready, get your picks in soon for the Athletics against Cubs game, and good luck on your picks. Let's make some money.